I would want to remind you that prior to 2014, 10 years, completely lost decade. Because of bad policies, because of looking the other way when massive corruption was happening, economy has literally gone down from where it was in 2004. Now, I'm in politics, so I will start with a few observations which are riveted in politics. Only a few days ago, or probably even day before yesterday, which got published in the newspapers of yesterday, Times of India, for instance, where a former finance minister has said, and before I go into that, I'm bringing this in here because we are talking about Viksit Bharat, our Prime Minister having given us a target that by 2047 we can reach the destination of a developed India. And it is in that context that I'm talking to you. And when I talk in that context, it means we have, all of us, got to put in so much effort to make sure that the economy goes through a chartered path and reach the destination of a developed economy. In the process, your GDP has to grow, it has to widen, we have to bring in inclusive growth so that the growth benefits reach everybody. And the growth in the GDP is the point where I'm referring to the comments made by former finance minister. Growth in GDP does not happen automatically. You require a lot of effort at the macro level, at the micro level, and literally in the ground. Unless there is a cohesive policy, unless there is a visionary leadership, unless there's a firm grip on administration so that no huge frauds happen, the image of the country is another important criteria, so that the ranking with which your GDP is associated, you're in 10th rank, you're in 14th rank, from the top 10, top 50, where are you? Are you the top 10th rank in GDP? Are you the 15th rank in GDP? All these matter along with per capita income calculations. I know many of you all are in medical sciences. Some of you all are doing paramedical courses. Details of this economy, measurements, I'm not getting into the technicalities. But you understand that unless any family's income is substantial, it cannot meet the needs of everybody in the members of the family. Similarly, unless the GDP, the gross domestic product of the country, is widened or grown, you're not going to be able to meet the demands of the economy. What are the demands of the economy? You need people to invest money. You need, with the investment, a lot of happening, production happening. You need services to grow. You need more education institutions like this. You need people to have that kind of monies from the bank for buying a house, buying a car, or doing a business. Unless we do all this, the economy is not to grow. So it's like a nicely linked, one ring into the other. So if it grows, it has better impact on the economy. If the economy has better impact, GDP in return grows. So it is like a cycle. You have to have both going. Nothing grows automatically. It is effort which makes it grow. What did we hear the former finance minister say? When Prime Minister says by 2047 India should become developed, he also insists on saying that in his third term, India will become the third largest economy. Because in 2014, when he came to be the Prime Minister, blessed by the people's votes, India was in the 10th rank. India was in the 10th largest economy position. From the 10th rank, today we have reached the 5th rank, meaning in 10 years we've reached the 5th rank. And therefore, from the 10th to the 5th in a matter of 10 years, Prime Minister today says, from the 5th in the next few years, we will reach the 3rd. Former Finance Minister comments saying, I'll use the same words that he used. He says that the Prime Minister is turning an arithmetic inevitability into a guarantee. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi did say that from where we are 5th ranking, we will reach the 3rd ranking economy in my 3rd term. That's Modi's guarantee. He said that. So the finance minister, former finance minister, says, oh no. Prime Minister is only turning an arithmetic inevitability into a guarantee. India will become a 3rd largest economy no matter who becomes the Prime Minister. That's what the former finance minister says. And he also says, given the population that we have, there is no magic involved, you will become 3rd largest. And therefore says, it's not what the GDP is, you'll have to look at what the per capita income is. I just want to clearly put before you that the former finance minister is trying to create an impression which is completely untrue. It's not a mathematic inevitability. You need effort. You need a visionary leader. You need to stop corruption. You need to make sure that skills are available for our students. You need to make sure that administration functions in delivering the welfare schemes for the common people. You need to make sure that the poor get their due. You also need to make sure that businesses have an environment in which they can grow. And businesses are not always big businesses, MSMEs, for whom Prime Minister Modi's government has done a lot. I'll just call out as to why what he said is completely misleading. In 2004, India was in the 12th place when Sri Vajpayee, the Prime Minister's term ended and the UPA government was formed. In 2007, where did it go from the 12th place? It went to 14th place. And in 2011, it came up to 9th place. In 2012, back again it slid, went to 10th place. In 13th, it slid further, went to 11th place. And by 14th, it had to come to the 10th place again. Sum and substance, in 10 years, pushes and pulls, roller coaster ride, it improved by 2 ranks.